Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be working on the wife's car. It needs brakes. So I got online and I talked to some people and everything, and when I got on there I came across this website, Detroit Axle. I'm not sponsored by them, I'm not affiliated by them, nothing. The price seems really reasonable for their brakes, and we're going to give them a try. We're going to put them on today, and I'm hoping in the future I can do maybe like a 1 month and a 6 month and a 1 year review and stuff on them. Now, the ones that I ordered were the drilled and slotted rotors for front and rear, and a carbon ceramic, well, it says carbon fiber ceramic pads. So they're supposed to be really good for stopping, and I know that the wife, hers right now has a shimmy from the rotors being warped, so we're going to try these to see if maybe it'll help keep them cooler. They won't warp as fast. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get everything laid out in each of the 4 positions, get our tools set up, and we'll go ahead and start working on it. Okay, here's the tools you're going to need to do the back. A 7/8 to take the lug nuts off, either an impact wrench, 4-way, something to that nature. A 14mm to do the calibers. A 21mm for the caliber bracket. A pry bar of some sorts to pull the caliber off. A compression tool to compress the caliber back in. Some sort of wire brush or something to clean all the rust and stuff off. And the extras are some anti-seize and brake clean in some sort of container, whether it be that or just a can. And if you run into problems with them sliders on the caliber, your best bet is to get some good brake grease that's specifically designed for that, and it'll help out a lot better. So let's go ahead and get to work. The only other tool that you'll need for the front, instead of a 14 for the take the calibers off, the front is a 13. Other than that, all the other tools should be the same. Alright, so we got her lifted up in the air. Gonna go ahead and spin the wheel off here real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and, as you can see, the rotors aren't all that good a shape. Of course, here in Pennsylvania, this weather's not easy on them. So since we're doing both the brakes and the rotors, we're going to go ahead and take the caliber all the way off. So hang on here. Since we're going to be doing brakes and rotors, we're going to take the entire caliber off. So what you want to do is this bolt and this bolt. You want to take them all the way out. Usually having a pry bar at this point makes life just a little bit easier. You can slip them off. I mean, these pads aren't bad. We can compare it to the new one. You can see they're about halfway done. Maybe a little bit better. Now we have to take this bracket off. All right, now before we go any farther, one thing you definitely want to check is make sure that these move. Last time I had this part, I cleaned them up pretty good, so they're turning, they're swiveling, they're good. So let's set that to the side for a second. We will be looking at one other thing on it. Well, that came off easier than I was expecting. That's a good thing. All right, got that done. Let's get the new rotor put on. Now these rotors are usually shipped with an oil or a grease on them to prevent them from rusting. So you're going to want to wipe the oil or grease off with a brake clean because you don't want to contaminate your new pads. We'll just take a little brake clean. Just take a little brake clean, put it on the rag. Now, drilled and slotted rotors are directional. You want the slots and the drills to turn towards the back. So as it's spinning, they're cleaning it off and pushing it outward. All right, got them tight. All right, now the next step, we need to compress this. Now, you'll need one of the old brake pads and one of two tools. The tool that I'll be using today is this one. You can use a C-clamp. There's several ways you can do this. Really, all you got to do is just get this so it's compressed back. I'll try to leave a link in the description below for this particular tool. All you do is just turn slow. It'll slowly work its way back in. Once it's snug, back it off. Now your piston's all the way back in. So now, it'll slide right in place. Then all you do is put your bolts back in again for this. Tighten them up, and then we'll put the wheel on. Alright, same thing on the other side, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera. We'll get it done real quick, and when I come back, we'll go to the front. Alright, so we made it to the front now. So we're going to pull the wheel off, pull the caliper off, caliper bracket, rotor, and basically do the same as the back. They're not too bad. Like I said, she has a shimmy in the front. Ooh, the inner ones are real bad. I don't know what happened there, but it didn't wear very well on the inside. This one's going to be a little tougher to get off. As you can see on the inside, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it's not wearing very well. Now we definitely want to get this cleaned up and get a little bit of anti-seize on this one. Make sure you get the shipping oil off of these. Now, this vehicle has a dual piston front caliper. They're not as easy to compress with one tool. They make other tools out there. What you have to do is just slowly push the one in, and then go to the other side a little bit. Just go back and forth. Like I said, they do make another tool that makes this with dual caliber or dual pistons a little easier. I don't have it, so this is just how I do it. And there you go. Put tire back on, and we're done with this side. Well, we got the other front one done. Had a little bit of problems with the rotor on that side too, but not too bad. We're going to go ahead and give it a test drive here and see how they work. One thing you want to make sure you do as soon as you start the vehicle, you don't even have to start it. Make sure you pump the brakes, because you would compress them calipers, and if you don't pump the brakes, you're going to go clear to the floor and you're not going to be able to stop. So let's go ahead and see how this thing goes. Now, I've been told that these will be squeaky until they're bedded in. I don't know. I don't remember ever using these type of brakes. I can say that the shimmy's definitely gone. Feels pretty good. Let's get her up to speed here. Let's take it up here. I know there's a road up here that I'll be able to try to bed them in a little bit better. We definitely got them warmed up. I'm going to find a place up here to pull over. Take a quick look at them. got them warmed up. Now when they're warm like this, you don't want to stop and let the pad sit. So you definitely don't want to push the brakes while you're stopped. You don't want to hold the brakes. As you can see, they've definitely changed colors. Hopefully you can see that. So we're gonna go ahead and head home, and we'll see you when we get back to the house. So we made it back. Wife, I had her take it for a spin real quick. She said that they are definitely better than what she had. Like I said though, I think she had overheated them and warped them because they had a shimmy. So we went ahead and replaced the rotors and the brakes, and it definitely made a big difference. They seem like they have a lot better grab, a lot more stopping power. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, and if you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified every time I upload a new one. So until next time, I'll try to get back to this and do a update on these in a month or so. And until then, take it easy, guys.